Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro, and I just wanted to share something with you that I got in the mail just the other day from my friend Sundara Fawn, and she is an amazing artist. She is also an incredibly enlightened and spiritual person who I consider somebody enlightened or spiritual who is following their true path in life, their joy, their bliss, not harming anybody else intentionally, and basically living a life that is true to their heart, true to their purpose, and expanding their light and energy out to other people in order to uplift them. So, based on what I feel enlightenment is, this person is truly an enlightened person. And I think if you take a look at her artwork, you would understand what I mean. And definitely if you were to listen to her speak or spend some time in her presence or take a class or a workshop with her, that you are going to be changed. Your life will grow and expand, your own energy will lift up, and you will be grateful for having invested in yourself and being able to spend the time with Sundara Fawn through her artwork or through any of her classes or programs or her guidebook that comes along with these beautiful cards. When I met Sundara Fawn about 15 years ago, she was already a fantastic mural artist, but these cards were, if they were a dream, she wasn't talking about them. I think she started talking about creating these cards probably about 6 or 8 years ago, and they are finally here. This is a solid box. Within the box we have a little guidebook that shows you, well, here's Sundara on the back. Sundara's got incredible talent, she's got incredible personality, and one time when I had run into her when she was out walking her dogs, she looked at me and she said, "Isn't God wonderful? I love God so much." And I've never heard that expressed by anybody else with so much heartfelt sincerity and connection to a sense of something greater or bigger that we are part of. This woman totally and truly is spirit-led. She lives a life that is entirely self-created but spirit-guided. So anyway, this is her little guidebook that comes with the card. 38 wisdom cards and a little reference guidebook that comes in the set. These are all her original paintings. Here we go. Here's Abundance. I love this one. Inner Voice. Sundara has a way of painting animals that just connects immediately with the spirit of the animal. Courage. I especially like this one because two of my favorite totem animals are in here. I love the raven and the mountain lion. This is an interesting one. There's a lot of symbolism in here. Duality. This is beautiful. I'd love to have a print of this. Growth. This one too, love. Now I have to read through the guidebook and find out what these, she has a couple of cards in here. I think it divides things into the different elements and directions. This one says water, west, and past on it. Fire, south, and the future. All these cards are thick and they come with gold embossing on it. Absolutely beautiful. The colors are just amazing. I imagine that a good way that you could use it on a daily basis is to, just like with a tarot deck, choose one card and see what the message of the day is for you. And I'm sure that they can also be used in different layouts or spreads. The accompanying book, Reawakening the Soul, that it gives you the message of the card, the symbology, the journey of working through the particular card, and for every card there's actually a script for EFT tapping. And if you are familiar with EFT, it stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It is a method of releasing any type of an emotional block by tapping on specific points on your body and saying certain statements as you do so. So there are EFT tapping scripts in here for you to follow along in order to release those blocks and to basically tap in new programming into your consciousness. Literally spend hours looking through this book, but each page, literally, if you think the cards are a feast for the eyes, every single page in here is a feast for the eyes. The pages are like, to me, this is like looking through a box of Crayola crayons, 64 crayons, brand new box, but this is like to the power of 10. The feeling that you get when you open that new box of crayons, just magnify that times 10 or even 100, because this is what somebody amazing has made with those crayons. So this is real grown-up art. This is grown-up art, but it still has the spirit of the child within it, that feeling of possibility that we get when we open up that box of 64 different colored crayons. So Sundara has captured here. Look at her little rainbow bubbles. Okay, those little rainbow bubbles, aren't they awesome? Get lost in the colors here and get lost in the beauty of this amazing, amazing woman's artwork, and follow her scripts, do the EFT tapping in here, use the cards on a daily basis, and I am sure that your life is going to shift in positive ways. I think one of the most important things that we can do in life is to look to see who's got it together, who's happy, who's doing good in the world, who's following their heart, following their path, and then ask them how they are doing it, and listen to what they've been doing. When I met Sundara, she was on the path and she was already so far ahead in terms of spiritual development and understanding. And that was then, this is now, and what we have here in her book and her cards is a culmination of a spirit-led life. And this is an incredibly happy, powerful, spiritual being. So this is a gift she's bringing to the world. Accept it, and your life will expand, and you will find a level of happiness that will reawaken the soul, just as the title to her book states. Thanks for watching, and as Sundara says, namaste.